Hi, I'm Sujantra McKeever, and welcome to Pilgrimage of the Heart Yoga. Today we're going to explore some of the basic elements that are essential to create a successful yoga studio. And we're starting the tour here in the yoga room. So the yoga room is the engine of the yoga studio. You want to be sure to have a yoga room that is at least 800 square feet. And so that's 20 feet by 40 feet or 28 feet by 28 feet. Figure out how to get 800 square feet so that you can fit in enough people. You'll notice on the floor that we've taped off lines on the floor so that when people come into the yoga room, they know exactly where to put their mat. So a yoga mat is approximately 6 feet long. So we've spaced the mats so there's 8 inches between the top of one mat, between the bottom of one mat and the top of the next. And we've also done a slight stagger so they don't line up directly in front of each other, but one mat is 6 inches behind the other. Also in the yoga room at Pilgrimage of the Heart, we've painted the walls a beautiful sky blue, very peaceful, relaxing color. We have the beautiful art by Sri Chinmoy, which has a really positive message. This one is happiness. There's a beautiful one that's called love. And these are big posters. This framing and this blow up altogether costs about $200. It's real important to have dimmable lighting. So in this room, we have track lights that have their own controls. We also have fans with lights that have controls. Because at the end of yoga class, you want to be able to dim the room. But in the middle of a yoga class, you want bright lights so people can see very clearly. It's also important to have a good air system. So you'll notice up on the ceiling here, we have our air conditioning and heating system. Air condition and heat. We also have in this room an exhaust fan. And this exhaust fan, which we've put over here, this exhaust fan can clear out this entire room of air in about 12 minutes. And that's really important when you're transitioning between classes, that you can get a fresh batch of air in the room. For the yoga experience, of course, you want a great teacher, you want a beautiful room, and you want great music. So here what we've done is we've created a stereo system that has 6 speakers. So there's 6 speakers. You want to have them nice and high, and you don't want to put them in corners. Set them off the corners about 3 or 4 feet so you don't get a lot of sound bouncing around. So we've got a 6-speaker stereo system and a player that plays CDs and has a connector for iPods. So that way a teacher can come in with the music. This is the front of the room where the teacher stands. And so in the area of the teacher, you want them to be able to have access to the stereo system, the lighting system, and the air controls. So while teaching a class, the teacher can adjust the music. They can come over here and adjust the lights. And then they can come here and adjust the air. Finally, the last element that's super important is the flooring. In this room, we've put bamboo hardwood flooring. In another studio that we have, I think, have maple hardwood flooring. That works great. You can also do an industrial carpeting, although if you're doing hot yoga and people are sweating on the carpet, it's going to get smelly pretty fast, whereas hardwood's very easy to clean. They also have synthetic, like a vinyl flooring that looks like bamboo, and it's also got some sponge to it, which is nice. And then here, we have cubbies that are for people's valuables. And all of the furniture that you'll see was bought at IKEA, and this was custom done. So this is the 25 cube from IKEA, and one of the craftsmen here went in and made these into smaller ones. So basically, Tom's the craftsman. So basically, these small ones are for valuables, because we tell people, bring your valuables into the room with you. So they can leave their shoes and their big jackets and stuff outside, but purses, keys, cell phones, etc. So this is the engine of the business, and just through this door here, you can take a look, and here is where we have a stock of blankets for people to use to relax during the classes. We have chairs, and anything else that you're going to want to use during classes, blocks, straps, all of those things you have in this area, so people can grab stuff, go in, get set up for the class, put their stuff back, and the next class is coming in. So again, put your energy, your money, your resources into creating a beautiful yoga room. This is where your customers will spend the majority of their time, and so you want it to be beautiful, peaceful, well organized. From here, let's move to the outside. So we've shown you the engine. Now let's begin the experience of the yoga studio coming from the outside.